Hello everyone, I'm Rachel, and this is Pokemon Platinum with only one Purugly. I honestly was inspired for this challenge by this gif from the anime. I love how this cat uses its tail as a corset. First video and I decided to go with a cat even though I'm such a dog person. Anyway, here are the rules. I can only use Glameow, which will evolve into Purugly at 38. 8-gem Pokemon are allowed, but only outside of battle. No glitches or exploits, and no items in battle. Held items are fine, and outside of battle they are also fine. I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Turtwig with Glameow. This way our rival will get Chimchar, which will be the hardest for us to beat because it will become part fighting type. We smack down our rival because we have stab moves like Fake Out and Scratch. A Fake Out and a few scratches is all that it takes, and because our rival only used Leer anyways. We then head to the lake, meet Cyrus for the first time, and then to Rowan to name our Glameow. Our Glameow is female, so I name it Blake, even though I didn't have enough space to spell her full name, Blake Belladonna. Comment down below if you know what that's from. Alright, here's Blake. We have a serious nature, so neutral stat gains, which I'm totally okay with. Our ability is Limber, which prevents us from paralysis. This is great because we'll get thick fat later down the line when we evolve. It's okay with having a base stat total of 310, which is 8 less than Turtwig, and the only moves that we have right now are Fake Out and Scratch. Right away, I see a problem. We have 0 moves to fight rock Pokemon with until Feint Attack at level 17. And the first gym leader, Roark, uses rock types. I tried the first trainer in the gym at level 14, who only had a single Geodude, and nearly die. We have no shot at the leader until we get Feint Attack. We train in the grass patch up north until we replace Growl with Feint Attack. We beat the second trainer with Hypnosis and Feint Attack and move on to Roark. And then we die. Blake just does not hit hard enough, and our Hypnosis luck is not helping us either. We just end up dying before we can only get minimal damage to the Onix. And we all know what this means. More grinding. We come back at level 20 just to die to Onix yet again. This is because we get too much damage done to us by Geodude before it. But instead of going to train more, I decide to try a few more attempts. 3 more attempts later, and we get this run. We fake out the Geodude, then put it to sleep, and hit it with 2 Feint Attacks until Roark uses a potion. It stays asleep, and we just Feint Attack it until it goes down. Next comes out Onix. We get lucky with Hypnosis again and hit it with 2 Feint Attacks, the second one being a crit before it heals with a potion. We get another crit, hit it one more time before it wakes up and hits us with a rock throw. We then take it down and move on to Cranidos. Our luck this run was crazy as Hypnosis hits first try and we use Feint Attack until we get the win and receive a pet rock. Oh, no, I totally mean the coal badge. Absolutely, the coal badge. Before the grass gym, we run into a problem at the Valley Windworks with Commander Mars, because she has a fully evolved Purugly at level 17. We get Toxic stalled by her Zubat and just get slaughtered by her Purugly after. Next try, I give Blake a Pecha Berry to hold on to heal from toxic poisoning. This worked out perfectly as the Pecha Berry heals us, and we scratch the Zubat down. Purugly comes out and uses Fake Out on us. We then get lucky with a Hypnosis, and I'm starting to notice that until we evolve, all major battles we get into, we can probably only win with Hypnosis luck, which I'm kind of dreading. We use 2 scratches before it wakes up and starts using Scratch on us. It comes down to a scratch off, and it uses a citrus berry it was holding to heal. But we keep on scratching, and eventually we get the win with only 8 HP left. Next is Gardenia. Normally, when I play Platinum, I would have a Monferno and a Staravia on my team by now, and the grass gym would be no problem. I end up getting completely stalled by her team as her Turtwig knows Reflect, and our scratches just end up doing nothing. When we get to Cherrim, Reflect is still up for 2 more turns, and our 2 scratches just doesn't do it. It ends up leech seeding us and uses Magical Leaf to put us down. I actually tried this fight about 6 more times, trying with Hypnosis as well, to see if I could take out Turtwig and Cherrim without them using Reflect or Leech Seed, and it did not work. I decided I needed a few more levels if we even had a chance to get to Roserade. While grinding, I kept on looking at the Friendship Checker app to see Blake's happiness. I put the Soothe Belt on it that we found in the previous forest, and I hoped after enough training its happiness would be good enough that I could replace Scratch with the TM Return, which we received from Rowan at the start of our journey. We replace Scratch with Return, and at level 33 we try again. Turtwig comes out, and we start out with a Fake Out, and it does about half. We go for a Return and get the kill. Cherrim comes out, and we miss a Hypnosis. This is bad. It Leech Seeds us, and we go for 2 returns to take it down. Finally, Roserade comes out. We're still Leech Seeded, so we just don't waste any time and keep going for returns until we get the win and receive a kiss from a Roserade. You know, like A Kiss from a Rose, the song. I'm really bad at trying to be fun, you guys. Just roll with it. I'm not gonna go over Jupiter's fight because not that much happened besides us getting poisoned. We squashed her Pokemon now that our return is pretty powerful. We get a bike, go down Cycling Road, and at level 37 we learn Slash over Fake Out. We're soon gonna replace this anyways, so it doesn't matter much. We then run into this trainer who had a Geodude that used Self-Destruct, and we hadn't saved in a while, so we had to do the entire Jupiter fight over again. Eventually we go through Mount Coronet, and Blake evolved at level 38. Since we evolved, Blake now has the ability Thick Fat, and we also got a huge stat boost. I still think it's crazy that Blake's best stat is its speed, considering how big this cat is. Here's the 3rd gym leader, Fantina. This fight went exactly how I expected. Now that we have a fully evolved Pokemon at level 40 with Feint Attack, we just one-shotted her entire team. Funny how Fantina is generally known to be the hardest gym leader in Sinnoh, but in this run we just squashed her to earn the Relic Badge. Rival time, and it is a joke. We swept through the entire team because of how over-leveled we are. I am worried about the last rival fight before the Elite Four, because this is when Barry will have 3 Pokemon with fighting type moves, and a Snorlax, which is such a defensive wall. Next is the 4th gym, Maylene. First out is her Meta-type, which we one-shot with Return. Next up is her Machoke, which is also a one-shot. Last up is her Lucario, which we hit with a Return, and then she hits us with a Force Palm, which does almost half. I'm really not excited for Cynthia's Lucario. We hit it one more time to earn the Cobble Badge. Before reaching Pastoria, I grabbed the TM Aerial Ace. This will be good coverage for future fighting types we come across. We beat our rival yet again and move on to the 5th gym. Here's Wake. He starts out with Gyarados, which intimidates us. We then take it down in 2 returns. Next up, Floatzel, which we also take down in 2 returns, the second one being a crit. Last up, Quagsire, which we also take down in 2 returns, earning us free swimming lessons. We then get the old charm from Cynthia, battle and beat Cyrus, and get Surf from Cynthia's grandma. We then immediately go back to the Ravage Path above Jubilife City and get the TM for Water Pulse. We replace Hypnosis, so we finally have something for rock types. We then head off to a bridge to face our rival. We took out Staraptor and Heracross easily, and I thought that was going to be totally fine for the rest of the battle, until we go down to a critical Brick Break. We try the fight one more time, and everything goes smoothly, with everyone going down to Return. We then head to Iron Island, take the HM Strength from Riley, and then we peace out because the entire island is optional and I want to take on the gym anyways. Time for Byron. He leads with Magneton and we go for a return, which almost does half. It then goes for Metal Sound, which is bad because we already have a low special defense. We almost take it out with another return, but it lives and uses Thunderbolt. It then heals, we go for a return, and then go down to a Flash Cannon. We try this fight again, holding a Citrus Berry to heal when our HP gets low. We end up getting paralyzed, but we manage to take down Steelix with 2 Water Pulses before being taken out with a Stone Edge by Bastiodon. We try a few more times until we get this run. Magneton's out when we hit it with a Water Pulse, it does about half, and then we go for a return which almost takes it down. We get hit by another Thunderbolt, it heals with a Hyper Potion, then we use return to take it to half, our Citrus Berry heals us, and then we return. Next is Steelix, we use Water Pulse and it uses Sandstorm. Another Water Pulse takes it out. Finally is Bastiodon. We keep using Water Pulse, but our HP is starting to get really low when Bastiodon gets confused. It goes for a Stone Edge, but misses, and with only 3 HP left, our next Water Pulse takes it down, earning us the next badge. We then go on to easily take out Saturn and Mars, go to Snow Point City, and fight Candace. I'm not even going to recap this gym battle because of how easy it was. Jumping to Cyrus in the Galactic HQ. We just take down all of his Pokemon using return. Instead of going for the Lake Trio immediately, I decided to stop and take a moment to give a little speech. Thanks to everyone who's still watching. I know my voice isn't the most soothing thing to listen to. Jumping straight to the team battle on top of Spear Pillar. This might have been the most annoying battle of the entire run. I'm jumping straight into my 5th try, and the reason why it took us 5 tries to win is because our rival does absolutely nothing by using Stockpile the entire time. We finally get a run that goes smoothly. Thanks for not helping an Allberry. We then run around the Distortion World, go down the Endless Waterfall, which is always my favorite part, battle and beat Cyrus again, with his Gyarados giving us the most trouble, but it was still pretty easy. We then catch Giratina, even though we're never going to use it. There was no way I was not going to catch Giratina, it's the legendary of this game. I thought it would look nice as a trophy in the PC. We then go to Sunny Shore Gym to battle Volkner. Alright, time for the final gym. And it was easy. We're at level 71, so all of his Pokemon go down to return, with Electivire and Luxray being the only ones that need more than 1 hit to go down. Time for the final rival battle. Out comes Staraptor, which we take down in 2 returns, but not before we get hit by a close combat. Out comes out Heracross, and we take it down in an Aerial Ace, because it's 4 times effective. Next comes out Infernape. We almost take it out with a Water Pulse, but it barely lives. It goes for a Focus Blast, but misses, and then we Aerial Ace to take it down. Next is Floatzel. We go for a return, but it goes for a Brick Break, taking us to 80 HP. Next is Snorlax. We go for a return, it does about half, and then it goes for a Body Slam, which paralyzes us. We go for a return, but it lives with a Sliver to take us out with Earthquake. We actually try this battle a few more times, but we just cannot get past Snorlax. I decided we needed a few more levels, and I also went back to Hearthome City to grab the Shell Bell to heal us every time we hit an attack. At level 77, we come back holding the Shell Bell. Staraptor and Heracross go exactly how they did the first time. This time with Infernape, it goes down to a critical return. Floatzel comes out and lives by a Sliver to Brick Break us, but we return again to take it out. Snorlax is up and we go for a return, it Body Slams us, and we go for another return, it barely lives and goes for rest. While it's asleep, we go for 3 returns to take it out, which also heals us a little because we're holding the Shell Bell. Last out is Roserade, which goes down to 1 return, beating our rival for the last time. Time for the Elite Four. First up is Bug Trainer Aaron. He leads with the Omega, which goes down to a critical Aerial Ace. Next up is Heracross, which also goes down to an Aerial Ace. Vespiquen comes out and goes down to 2 Aerial Aces. Scizor is next, which goes down to 2 returns. Finally, Drapion comes out and goes down to 2 returns. We heal up and go to the next fight. Second is Ground Trainer Bertha. We hit Whiscash with a return and it sets up a Sandstorm. It gets healed with a Hyper Potion and we go for another return. One more return takes it out. Gliscor comes out and we take it out with 2 Water Pulses. Hippowdon comes out and we go for a Water Pulse and then it goes for a Yawn. This is bad. We go for another Water Pulse to take it out, but we fall asleep and when Golem comes out, we're not able to wake up and it keeps earthquaking us until we go down. We try this fight a few more times, but we keep on getting put to sleep, so I figured I'd need a few more levels, and I also go grab the Silk Scarf at the Veilstone Game Corner to up our return. I also go grab the Expert Belt, which ups our super effective moves on Route 221 as well. We come back at level 80 holding the Silk Scarf. Whiscash comes out and goes down to 1 return. Gliscor comes out and goes down to a 1 return and a Water Pulse. Next up is Hippowdon. We go for a return, we don't take it out, it ends up earthquaking us instead of yawning, but it was a critical hit and takes us down to 46 HP. Golem comes out and we use Water Pulse to take it down. Rhyperior comes out and also goes down to 1 Water Pulse. We heal up and head to the next fight. Third is Flint. First up is Houndoom, and I know that Houndoom has low defense, so I take it out with 1 return. Next up is Infernape. It hits us with a Mach Punch and we go for a Water Pulse. Then 1 more Water Pulse takes it out. Next up is Flareon, and it goes down to 2 Water Pulses. Magmortar comes out and goes down to 1 return. Rapidash comes out and also goes down to 1 return. We heal up and head to the next fight. Last is Lucian, the Psychic Expert. Most of his team has low defense, so we use Return, which is boosted by the Silk Scarf. Mr. Mime, Gallade, Alakazam, and Espeon all go down to 1 return. Last up is Bronzong, which we keep on returning until we take it down. We heal up and then we move on. Before facing Cynthia, I know that she'll lead with Spiritomb, so I put on the Shell Bow because we won't be hitting it with Return. Spiritomb in this gen also has 0 super effective weaknesses, so I decided to replace Feint Attack with Shadow Claw so we can try and take it out as quick as possible, as Shadow Claw also has a high critical hit ratio. Now for arguably the toughest champion in all of Pokemon, Cynthia. Damn, her pose is so cool. Out comes Spiritomb, and we use 3 Shadow Claws to take it down. Next comes out Lucario, and we go for a Water Pulse, and it barely does anything. It goes for an Aura Sphere to take us out. I head to Route 214 to pick up TM28, which is Dig, to deal with Lucario. I also go to the Valley Windworks and pick up the TM for Thunderbolt to deal with Milotic and Togekiss. After beating Lucian again, we learn Shadow Claw, Thunderbolt, and Dig and try again. We're back at level 86 holding the Expert Belt and we get this run. We hit Spiritomb with 2 Shadow Claws and Cynthia then uses a Hyper Potion. We go for 2 more Shadow Claws and the second one being a crit to take it down. Lucario comes out and we go for a Dig, which gets the KO. Out comes Togekiss, we go for a Thunderbolt, which takes it to yellow. It heals and it takes 2 more Thunderbolts to take it down. Next is Garchomp. With only 13 HP left, we go for a Return, which does not get the kill, and it goes for a Flamethrower to take us out. We train a little more and come back at level 90 holding the Silk Scarf. This time I decide to keep Aerial Ace over Thunderbolt. We take Spiritomb out in 2 Shadow Claws, the second one being a crit. Lucario comes out and we hit it with Dig and it goes down. Next is Togekiss. We hit it with Return, but it lives with the Sliver to hit us with Aura Sphere, which takes us to 97 health. It gets the full restore, but 2 more returns take it out. Next is Garchomp. We use Return, but we don't get the kill. It Dragon Rushes us to take us to 13 HP. We use another Return to take it out. Out comes Milotic, and we get the KO with Return. Last is Roserade, which we also KO with Return, making us the Pokemon League champion only using 1 Purugly. I just want to say thank you if you're still watching. This was fun for my first challenge video. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but if you have an idea, put it in the comments below, and maybe I'll end up doing it. Thank you so much, and I'll maybe see you next time.